Good morning. How are you feeling today?
Sir, I'm good.
Glad to hear. I would like to know, are you good for the test right now? Can we start?
Yes, we can.
All right. This OET roleplay is conducted at GSL Pakistan. My examiner number is 30004. My name is Mac, and your candidate number is 74741. Can I get your ID proof or something for the record purposes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What should I call you during the test, Miss Homa?
Sir, Miss Nida.
Miss Nida. Okay. What should I call you during the test?
Sir, Nida.
All right. In front of you, you have a role play, and you will be your role as a nurse, and I'll be a patient with you. And the role play is about a medical clinic visit. I'm 60 years old, diabetic, and there are some tasks which are given to you. I would inquire about it, and you have to deal with me empathetically. You have 3 minutes to prepare yourself, and then you would start your role play with me. Your timer has just been started. Please start preparing. All right. Please start.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
Yes, hello.
What's your good name?
I'm Peter.
Okay. Peter, how old are you?
I'm 60 years old for now. That's the mostly asked questions in my life.
Okay. So please kindly tell me what problem did you getting nowadays?
As far as I'm concerned, at my age it's so common being diabetic, and I'm one of those group now. I'm diabetic basically.
Okay. So from how old you are diabetic?
I guess it's been a decade now. When I was in my 50s, or rather maybe early 50s.
Okay. Then did you know that there are two types of diabetes?
No, afraid I don't know. If you could better guide me about.
Okay. There are two types of diabetics. Some patients, when their diabetes are not under control, so they are on insulin. Route about that when they have diabetes, when their BSR is in above than 200, or then
Wait, you mentioned some term BSR. What does that mean?
BSR stands for it's I think that for diabetes we are going to use that BSR words in a medical term. In a medical language, we are use BSR for diabetic patient.
All right. Okay. Fine. So what should I do now? Which type am I diagnosed with?
Okay. First of all, if you are going to diagnose that, you have going to monitor your BSR in fasting.
Okay.
Or in fasting or after you eaten anything. When you monitor your BSR, then you check that how much range it would be.
Okay.
Okay. After monitoring your BSR,
dear nurse, I have this idea already, as you were mentioning that, but I guess I'm being diagnosed with the second one now, and you want me to get some insulin shot myself. If you get the clue already, so please continue with that, please.
You have any anxiety with the insulin?
Of course. I just hate the idea of injecting myself.
Okay.
Why would someone like that?
Basically, when we are going to use that insulin, it's only in one cc syringe. That needle is only a little bit small.
You mentioned syringe, right?
Yeah, that is.
So that is there.
Specific insulin syringe.
Okay.
And that is only 1 cc, and the needle is a little bit small, very small. So, but
actually, I don't like the thought. Basically, I had been managing my diabetes before. So why to put myself into those injection or such syringe part?
Okay.
Can we not manage that some other way?
But if your diabetes is not under control, then we have to put the patient on that insulin, because through insulin your sugar will be controlled.
So how would I shot myself? How do I have to inject myself?
Okay, it's about that when you check your BSR, then after that you will going to inject the insulin. Then it's about the readings that if your sugar is above than 200, then according to that you have to insert that units. Then 2 units insulin and 14 units according to that. So after that, then according to this you have to take your insulin. But it's a very little small needle. You don't have to worry about it. You have to kept your insulin in fridge, or in some cold place. Don't put it in sunlight or like that.
Right.
You only have to put it in the fridge.
I got it. Actually, I understand the information. I got the idea. I'm ready to give myself first shot of insulin, and you better observe that.
Okay.
All right.
Then what's the criteria you give the matlab, what's the I think what's the
Basically, I had to qualify this.
you have to insert the injection in 45 to 90 degree angles.
Okay.
In subcutaneous.
Okay.
Insulin is always given in subcutaneous way.
All right.
Okay.
Got
You
it.
have to insert it into the skin.
All right, great.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the idea. Whether
Yeah.
I would watch some YouTube videos later on that too.
Yeah.
All right, I got the idea. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
So thank you very much for your time. Now we are moving towards our expert opinion part. Behind the scene, we have Dr. Mr. XYZ for now. Actually, he does not want to be in front of camera for some of these reasons. He is a surgeon himself, and now he would like to give you the insight. Over to you, sir.
Hello. First of all, I would say the candidate, she didn't put her task herself in front of her, so she just read in once.
Yeah.
So that's why she forgot most of the things, like what she want to ask from the patients.
Yeah.
And in the task there are already clearly mentioned that the patient is mild to moderate, already controlled by diet and medication. So you no need ask them again. So you go for her medication.
Directly
Instead
you
of medication, you can should ask about the insulin. Like you are actually going to proceed the patient that you are going to use now insulin instead of medication and diet, because he already mentioned clearly.
The first stage was passed already, so it was supposed to be more direct than going to the past. Okay, fasting before, after eating, the way you were mentioning.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the second part, the patient asked you the question about BSR. You mention it like the patient asked what is BSR. It's blood sugar regulation. Actually, we do not instead of BSR, you can direct ask the patient. We already monitor your BSR, but it's still quite high. Instead of that, we will going to use insulin. After that, we are also do some more test after 3 months, like HbA1c. After this, we can decide either we can again put you back in the medication or still continuing for the insulin. But for this time being, because your sugar level is so high, so we do not recommend you to take the medicine. So we still give you suggestion to go for insulin to control your sugar level. And how to, then the main task is how the insulin patient by, because the task mentioned the patient is anxious. Maybe he is a little rude to you, because the service didn't rude to you, but maybe the patient is rude to you. I don't want to put an injection by myself. So you have to control the situation. You cannot argue with the patient. Instead of arguing, you have to proceed and the patient to keep it calm down.
Right. Dr. Saab, thank you very much for your kind gesture and detailed feedback. It's our pleasure having you in the house today. Now, as far as the linguistic criteria is concerned, let me direct myself to you. I'm happy, first of all, it's your first time. It was more like a diagnostic test, but I guess you have learned the basics, especially an expert opinion has been given to you already. Now, my concerns. There are a few which he has raised, but there are a few according to language, As he mentioned that you don't have to be rude, so basically there is previous level to getting rude, and another previous level to that is to get sympathetic. So you were not sympathetic with me at all. Okay, I understand your problem. I understand your concern. It's all right. We can manage that. You're in safe hands. Stuff like that. It was not there. And then next is empathetic, that you go to the next level of it, which was not there. Initially, the greeting part was majorly not very well. Okay, so next time once we'll practice it, we'll work on that how it is supposed to be started, because it is medical clinic tour. So the reports and fact findings are there already. So it's not that someone is a passerby or a walk-in, or it's not a camp where everyone can come in. It's a clinic, so where there is someone situated already. It has a history, okay? So that could have been done. Alright, thank you very much for watching this mock. If you are preparing for IELTS or PTE or OET or any such kind of testings, so we are based in IET Markaz as well as in Rawalpindi Sadr. You are more than most welcome to visit us. Thank you. God bless you all.